Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to another season review. But we'll get to the season review in just a second, because you're probably scanning the screen and you realise we're in a penalties. Yeah, and we're playing Juventus. Oh, and it's only the Europa League final. We can win it twice in 3 years, boys. So I thought you have to join me for this. There might be some penalty takers that you don't recognise. We'll get to that. But as you can see, 3 in double figures. Yeah, that's the greatest set of penalty takers Preston has ever had. Okay. They can't back yourselves. Okay, Pansky. It's the first time you've ever seen him. Will he give a good impression? Okay. I'm not going to say how he's done this season. We'll get to that in the player review section. LaBale. Go on, save that. Oh my god, he looked like he got shot. He just crumpled into a little ball. He's literally making himself small. Tommy Davies. Oh, he's missed the penalty. No. No. Oh, LaBale, he went early and he saved it. Like Crizol. Yep. I know. Bosh. Oh, a little. Oh, he's giving it the beat. Okay. Exposito. On the bail. Oh, you'd have crumpled into a little ball. You might have saved that one. Hustich. The centre back. Yes. Whoever that is. Polo. Oh my god, LaBale managed to get us quite far away from that ball. Lara, you know him. You love him. Almost scored a winner in extra time. Oh, sneaks it in. Oh, Vaggie. How's that not a nickname? How's the AI not nicknamed Vaggie? Or even Vag or Vaggio is fine. Save it. Oh, what a save! What a save, boys! Come on! Get in there! Absolutely amazing. I can't believe we won the Europa League twice in 3 years. It's a minor spoiler alert to the rest of this video, but this might save us from going bankrupt. So, that was good. Well done, boys. Heroes. Right. Let's get to the end of the season. Let's have a quick chat about other competitions and players and finances. Need to have a good chat about finances. I know you're all semi-erect already. So as you can see, we had I would say, very successful season in the league. We did very well. Couple of little rough patches. Also, you can see in the clean sheets there. LaBale, cheeky little third place. We have a slight problem, and that is it's a Man United shaped problem in that they've won it back to back. They've just won it by 17 points. Also, on the last day of the season, Liverpool at home smashed Everton 4-0 to get them relegated. Which fruity. The League Cup, we successfully got knocked out of in the third round. Very happy with that. Just dump it off. We don't have the squad. It's tiny. The FA Cup, we got to the quarterfinals. I think we were knocked out by Man United 1-0. So overall, performance-wise, pretty good. Now, finances. Do we do transfers or do you finance it? We'll do transfers. It's all combined, obviously. Kind of go hand in hand, really. Because obviously, FM tracks these transfers really badly. I hate that it leaks into last season because you sold them early. Anyway, the best sell of let's go through the sales first. The best sell of the season was Louis Guilherme to Bournemouth for an astonishing £40 million for the 33-year-old Brazilian. I couldn't believe it when they came in. How he came in was rubbish and old. Played rubbish, and then we made a profit, and then he pretty much did exactly the same at Bournemouth. That is an astonishing performance from me there. I've killed it there, lads. Is that one of our goalkeepers? Is that one of the random goalkeepers? Boy, yeah, that's the Uruguayan goalkeeper we bought. Hang on, am I looking at the right? These two. Then Tabers went. One of those ones I thought, I don't mind him as a squad player, but to get an upgrade, you just have to get rid of players and then hope they get upgraded. So that's what we did, and I think we made good money for him as well. He went to Everton and got relegated, so life's a bit... Molinari, the left, another Argentinian. Duncan has a fetish for South Americans. In particular, if I had to really narrow in on his fetish, it's 29-year-old Brazilians. 29-year-old Brazilian attackers. He's got an absolute fetish for, and a weird. He developed a new fetish, which I'll show you in a minute. It went mad. I decided to sell Marinkovic, Branislav Marinkovic. One of those players just looks really good. Other than work rate, which I really hated in a pressing system, should have done better. Never did very well for me. Obviously, banged him in Saudi, but I gave him enough opportunities to develop. The fact that there was zero development this season, and we got 60 million for him, so it's a decent profit. That Duncan, look, sign more youngsters because then we can actually make a profit and not go bankrupt. Gomez, was he 27-year-old Brazilian? Obviously, of course he is. Another one we shipped off to Saudi, 10 million, didn't play. One of the bad signings. Backup goalkeeper. Wasn't planning to sell him, Ozgen, but Barcelona came in with a bunch of cash, so we got rid of him for 25. He's 29 years old now. Mech is 30-year-old Brazilian. He signed him as a 29-year-old Brazilian because he's got a thing for him. Wasn't terrible for us. He did a job, filled in a bunch of holes when needed to, so it's not really his fault. But he went to Saudi. I am fueling the Saudi transfer market essentially every season, just casting off 29-year-old South Americans. And then we managed to get 29.5 million Saudi. This save is so much fun. Sorry, Qatar. It's different. It's a different place. Profit came in, didn't play, couldn't sell him because it's hard to sell him really quickly. Didn't need him because we've got right backs. So never needed him, didn't play, isn't good enough, bad age, all those things. Bosh, profit. That's what I do. That's what I fucking do. And I have to do it because we'll go bankrupt otherwise. Because Duncan likes to spend money. So the problem is, overarching problem with this save, as current as it is. Normally, in mine, if I'm playing FM normally, this is still a small Premier League club. We're 13th or 14th in finances, wages-wise, and sort of income. We're a small club. We haven't got a big stadium. We've not had the money to develop a stadium. We've got a massive loan, which we still need to pay £1 million a month for another 72 months. So we're a small club. Normally, I'd sign youngsters. I'd sign an 18-year-old Brazilian for 3 million, and then in 2 seasons' time, you sell him for 40 million to Liverpool, right? So money's not a problem. That's what makes this save so much fun, is that if Duncan has money, he will spoosh money up the wall on some really random signings. And it's lucky dip, and you have to just make the most of it, and it's so much fun. So this was the beginning of the season. Did I sign? Oh, yeah, we've got Alex. He's a Brazilian. He's young, though. He's not very good. He's He's physically very good. That's it. That's all he's got. But it's 13 mil. I can live with that, and he's young, so we should be able to get some money in for him if we decide to. I'll tell you how all of these guys did later on. So don't look at the stats when I click on them, all right? Just don't look. It's spoilers. You're just hurting yourself. Next up, we needed a replacement for the man up top. I'd made my mind up to not play Thomas Davies and Hierto Dahl as much. We need to move on from them as much as they're legends of the club. We need to move on from them. As it turns out, we had to use them because our squad is tiny. But we're going to get a striker in, and his name is Pavel Pansky. We call him Pansky. 30 mil going up to 33 from Spurs. Looks all right. I was quite excited. Hasn't really done it, but we'll get to him. 25 years old. It all kind of felt good. And then we got a loanee, a 29-year-old Brazilian at the time, obviously. Now, this is the problem, you see? You're thinking, this is good. What a good loan move. Get a year out of this guy. Maybe get his best year out of him. No. We've obviously agreed to sign him for £52 million, people. £52 million. It hurts. And we've loaned him, and that's a mandatory fee. So I'm like, he's not even our best centre-back or even second choice, but I'm using him lots because I know I have to at least have him for 2 seasons. So just making the most of it. But that hurt. That one stung. This guy, another one I was disappointed with. He's a 28-year-old Brazilian, just to mix things up. I was fine with him. Like, if he had a bit more aggression, if you're going to be a ball-winning midfielder type player, you want some aggressiveness, and his strength is a little on the low. But I was okay, fine. How much was it? Not horrendous. But we'll get to him, because he's quite important to the story. Now, this is the one, our Wunderkid, Zuliani. No, that's not him. I'm making things up. Oh, no, the Wonder Kid's already here. I was confused. Okay, Zuliani, 27-year-old South American. Gaps. This is the thing I notice most when AI signing players. When we are signing players, we try to get well-rounded for what we want in a role, right? Whether it's a target man or an advanced forward. We're like, okay, advanced forward, I want some pace and I want some good composure. First touch is going to be important. But if he had 7 first touch, you'd immediately count him out. But, like, Duncan doesn't. So even though he's got some holes, he's not a great age. He's on 140 grand a week, and it was quite a lot of money. Wouldn't have bought him myself. Then we needed a backup goalkeeper, so now we're into the January transfer window, so we are short at this point. Then we went into the January transfer window and saw the goalkeeper, so we signed, obviously, a South American, because fuck me, apparently there's no European footballers left, because who needs to register players for competitions? Not angry. But 9 mil. A solid backup keeper. He hasn't kicked up a fuss. Then we decided to sign an Australian. His name, I gave him the nickname Nadders because his name is Gerard Nadfalusi, and it was just obviously Nadders. A playmaker. That's the thing that excited me most. We have somebody that can pass. Genuinely, he is by far our best passer of the ball. But even though we get the attacking midfielder, we never really. He's not quite good enough. He's all right. I'm not giving up on it. I'm going to keep him though. He's a solid player. It was a little bit too much money, but I don't hate that one. And this is obviously panic deadline day signings, obviously. And then this one, it's not expensive. He's old. He's French, so that's good. It's a start, isn't it? It's European. A right back. We don't need a right back. We've got the best right back in one of the best right backs in the world, and have done for many years, and one of the best wonder kid right backs in the world as his backup. But Duncan's like, nah, mate. Well, you know what you need. He can't really play centre back because he can't jump. But he can play left full back. He's got a decent left foot, so that's kind of, he fills both roles. But I'll try and palm him off this summer. Now, he can play centre back, quite accomplished, right? But he's only got 7 jumping reach. Weird that, But let me go to the shortlist, my friends, because, my friends, Duncan, in his wisdom, I think he was looking back at old Barcelona YouTube compilations. And he was like, who's that little centre-back? Mascherano? He's not very good at jumping or heading, but he was a great centre-back. What a player that guy was. You know what we should do? We should try and sign players that can't jump. And he decided, this guy, really good centre-back, can't jump. Quite an important thing. 60 mil we bid for this guy. I was praying to God that it wasn't going to go through. Thankfully, he signed a new contract. He was like, damn it, couldn't get that one. Let me get this guy. There's a hole. Do you not see the hole? I know this. All this is lovely. Look at these green numbers and everything. Everything's perfect. But this one's quite important. And there was another that he tried to sign, but I forgot to shortlist him. Literally, exact same sort of player. And this was absurd amounts, 40, 50, 60 mil or something as well. Weird. Right. I'll show you the sort of schedule just quickly, just to see how our season panned out. Our Europa League group phase was really, really easy. You know, we're probably one of the best teams in the... Other than the other English teams and maybe like a random Italian, we're usually the best team in this Europa League, or close to. But this season started a bit wobbly, but we had a difficult run. And then we found a couple of really nice patches of form that actually was all about defence rather than attack. And then at a good spell at the end, we were dying. Our squad has been tiny this whole year. So let's have a look, because we need to talk about players. Yeah, small squad. Bear in mind, you know, this is including 3 goalkeepers and players that shouldn't really be here. So, goalkeeping-wise, LaBelle has been really solid season. Really solid. Never had to bitch about him for doing something stupid, and occasionally pulls off a wonder save. Very happy with him. He's 30 years old now. Still getting the odd French cap. Yep, carry on. Lovely. Area's back up fine. Clint Clements, I'm just going to keep him around forever. He's on just 40 grand a week, by the way. He is, of course he's happy to be here. He's on 40 grand a week. I don't do contracts. Wow, I didn't realise that. I forgot about that. Hustic, our best centre-back. Brilliant player. We almost sold him for about 85 million. In January, I decided to not sell him, and then we agreed if 105 comes in, we have to sell him. Now, we did have a problem. At the end of the summer transfer window, with my excellent sales, and because we hadn't spent all the money, and they'd generously given us about 60 million to spend, we had 70 million pounds to spend in January. However, start of December... got a message, due to our current financial predicaments, we are going to remove the entirety of that 70 million you have to spend, and also any spare wages you have. So we reset to 0. That's why we had to sell again in January, which was a little bit risky because our squad was tiny. But it's been a nightmare. We'll get to that. Yeah, Mocchio has played left back a lot of the season, but is very good. We like him. But 30 again. Got some age in these guys. The new guy came in, hasn't played too much. Don't really need him. Brennan's had a superb season. Finally, he is finally living up to the fact that he should be an amazing... He's not the best going forward. And I am playing him as an attacking. So, like, I'm not playing him ideally, but he should, with those physicals, should be fine. But he had a better league season, better performance overall, was great in Europe, scored some important goals and got a bunch of important assists. Lera, absolutely solid season for him again, played 41 starts, 13 sub appearances. The new guy on loan that we're buying for 52 mil wasn't that good. Shock news, I know. Reyes, solid as ever, but we're starting to get a bit past him. Our player level is past him, so I might look to sell him in the summer. He's a good age to sell now as well. Which will be sad. So this guy, I wasn't expecting to use him, but he played defensive midfielder for most of the season, especially the early part of the season, and was incredibly solid throughout the season. Alexis Gomes is our young Portuguese player, one of our young Portuguese players. Oh, no, it's him and Screets that are Portuguese. Played as a left back, played as the left defensive midfielder, and had a solid season. Jose played as the backup, obviously, to Brennan, filled in at left back if needed. Had a good development season. Gerto popped up with some massive goals, but, you know, his contract's running out at the end of the season. He will be leaving. It's a sad time. I'm genuinely disappointed. Because I didn't like his signing when he came, and then he proved to me otherwise that I kind of like him more. You know what I mean? He had to win me over. You know, he had to win my love. Lee Curtis killed a few people, did what he does. Now, Squeets had a superb season. 13 goals, 13 assists in all comps. The best thing about it, he's been my best attacker since he came in. Because you know what you're gonna get. He's not patchy. He's so reliable. But the best thing was, he got a cap for Portugal, which is brilliant, which is amazing. I've got so attached to these guys. I was genuinely excited for him, and he got his cap on the same day that our Portuguese wonder kid Where is he? I've lost him. Gomez got his first cap, which was brilliant. So yeah, that was nice. That was lovely. Nadas, like I talked about before, was okay. Alex was rubbish. Couple of important goals early season. Villarino, our wonder kid that I was talking about earlier, had a very good start. Bad start to the season. Really good middle, and then got injured for the entirety. Ripped his abdominal muscle, which I'm pretty sure abdominal muscles are a myth. I think it's a myth spread by big protein powder, to propagate the idea that you can have muscles on your stomach, which is bollocks. We all know. There's only one muscle on the stomach, and there's a massive one. We all know that. Anyway, yeah, so a bit disappointed that hurt his development and we needed him. But solid season overall. Thomas Davies, trying not to use him, ended up playing 40 games. He actually didn't have his worst, wasn't his worst season, which doesn't mean much, does it? What am I saying? It's about the same as all the other seasons if you work out probably minutes wise. Yep, he's there. I can't sell him, but he's okay as like my attacking or like as an inside forward. So he still does prove a use in my team. I'm not just purely keeping him. Here we go, my friends. This is shock news. You're just seeing it now. Lucas de Klerk, 26 goals, lads. Okay, most of those weren't in the league, and most of those were against Northern Irish teams in the Europa League. Okay, no. Still, 18 goals in the league, boys. 18 goals in the league. Best season he's had, and more importantly, he was playing up top. I just made him a poacher. I'm like, use your pace, mate. Play as a poacher. We'll deal with the other stuff. And he, even though he's like a good dribbler of the ball, and you should expect he's got more to his game than that. But because the new guy, Pansky, came in and didn't do very well, I was like, and I didn't want to rely on Thomas Davies. I'm like, where do I go now? I could maybe try the Zulini up top. And I was like, I do want some height up top. De Klerk was like, I'll do it, boss. And he, 26 goals! Finally! It only took 10 seasons of bedding in. Give me that again. We'll be glorious, De Klerk, next season. That will be fine. Zuliani scored one of those players. Will get you a nice goal or assist, but if he doesn't, plays horrendous. Like, the rest of the game's not good. I want to get rid of him because he's worth some money. Pansky was pretty rubbish. I feel like I gave him a lot of chances. 12 starts in the league, 17 sub-appearances. 5 goals from 3.6 XG, but have that XG and that many appearances is awful. It's absolutely awful. So overall, squad's doing all right. I feel like I'm squeezing as much as I can out of this team, essentially, is what I'm currently doing. I am milking this team for all it's worth. Now, finances, as I said, it's bad. We're still 51 million. They've just given us 72 million pounds to spend in the window. I think at this point they just assume that I'm just going to somehow magic a load of money out of some orifice. So we have money to spend. I'm having a real hard time bridging, which is brilliant because it's realistic. I'm having a hard time bridging the gap between us and the big boys financially. When I don't have control over, I can't just whip up a couple of wonder kids, sign 5 Brazilian wonder kids, sell them next season, and bonus £200 million in the bank, which is hard to do in real life. So it is very realistic. It's just tough going. But Hierto's going to be leaving us. A couple of the others that have sort of just joined will probably be leaving us. Zuliani will be leaving us. I think I'm going to sell Pansky and just try for another one. I'm just going to keep gambling. It's like that's what it feels like now. It's like a stick or twist. You just keep gambling, spending tons of money, because also not only are the transfers not done by me, so therefore can't negotiate prices, also contracts are not done by me. So, and add-ons are not, so we've got like 20% of profit on any player we sell, somebody else gets, and 5 million quid after 20 matches and stuff. So there's so many extras, and their probably wages are way higher than they should be. So it's a battle financially. I don't know what it's going to require to get us to the next step, but we are in the Champions League again next season. 300 grand a week, by the way. Brennan deserves it. He's the boy. He is the boy. Yeah, I think we've got Champions League, so we're going to get some more money from that. We got 7 million for just winning the Europa League there, so we're okay. We're okay. The projection is bad, but I said it always looks bad, but then quarter of a bill is a bit extra bad, isn't it? Yeah, that's not looking at that one again. But yeah, we just got to be careful, and we just got to roll the dice on some of these players. And what's the one with him? Oh, there's the World Cup's about to happen, and he didn't. Why are you devastated? You've got. I know. I'm gutted for you, mate. You only have one cap though in your 28, and you barely play for youth level as well. So I don't think it's that much of a surprise. Yeah, get rid of Alex. See what other He's got. Stop signing South Americans. Like, I'm really getting fed up with Brazilians and Argentinians. Stop it. There's some really good European talent. Maybe go for under 21s. But Duncan's got money again. We might have to put a bit into wages, but we're going to make sales. So there we go. That is my season. Overall, I'm really pleased with this season. Can't believe we got lucky and won the Europa League again. We had some. Who do we have in the semi? We had Chelsea in the semi. Second leg was our best game of the season. A 4-1. Turned over the first leg fixture at home, losing at home 2-1, and then winning 4-1 was best performance from the boys. Everybody getting involved. So yeah, that was it. And then quarterfinals. Feyenoord. So this is when sort of the last of the other teams go out, and you're left with just big boys. But yep, but we're in Champions League, and you never know, guys. The problem with De Klerk has had a really good season as striker, but he was the left midfielder. Now we don't really have somebody that's working well at left midfield. So if he can find a striker, I'm happy to move to De Klerk back and have him, there and have the striker. So I'm going to sell Pansky and hope for the best. And Hierto Dahl's going to be leaving us, but Thomas Davis is not, obviously. He's staying for a fucking ever. He's going to be my assistant manager. That's the plan. He's 30 now. Right, thank you very much for watching me. Just a quick update. You may have noticed many changes happening. I know there's a break from proper videos for a bit, but I'm working lots behind the scenes. I'm taking this sort of quiet time before the FM announcement to not rebrand, but I'm adding some. You'll have a look at the channel banner and you'll get the idea. If you don't know, there'll be a special video talking about it soon. I've redone how Patreon works. I've not shouted it out yet, but if you want to go and check out Patreon, because you're the ultras, remember, so you're the guys that I count on to give me feedback. So we've redone the Patreon to be more animal focused, because that's where most of that money goes. Like, all our excess money goes to animals, right? Like, we don't live rich. My big expense every day is a caramel latte, right? That's my little treat. I don't care. I don't need anything other than that. So all the money anyway, but we want to make it animal focused. And the best thing is, my beautiful wife is going to be taking control of Patreon and posting regular animal updates and stuff. So I'm not trying to sell it to you, by the way. I'll do that on another video. But if you want to go check it out and just give me feedback or tell me any spelling mistakes and stuff, I'm about to launch a fundraiser, obviously animal related, as well. I'll give early access to you guys as well, so you can check it to me to make sure I'm speaking English and it makes sense and stuff. And I'm rebranding the channel a little bit, and I'm making some big plans and stuff, because this is the best time to do it, right? This game is 2 years old. It means I might not get to do my thing, but because I've thought of this, not the Pentagon. Gareth bailed on that ages ago, because I'm never going to do it. But then I might just do the Pentagon challenge for the actual next game, right? Because it's going to take me a year, let's be honest, maybe more. So I think we saved the Pentagon challenge anyway. But I thought of this other really good save idea, and I don't know how I can use it now because it's still quite a big one and I don't think I'm going to have time. I think what I might do is just carry on this anyway because I'm having so much fun. This is like almost like a bonus thing anyway. But carry on this Preston save, but you know, do something a little bit fun, a little bit different. You know, do a little mini save. I want to do some news talky videos actually. I want to get back into making some sort of thought pieces on FM. So if there's anything you guys want to me to talk about and stuff before the new FM comes out, because we're about to get announcements any day now. So hopefully, right? It's definitely been announced, right? Yeah. Okay. Right. Thank you very much for watching as always. I love you and thank you for your feedback and everything. You guys are the heartbeat of this entire channel. Trust me. Like 2,000 of you, and you are the people. So thank you very much. Right. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. I waved again, didn't I? What a twat. Waved at the camera.